Oh man, we back in the building. We back in the building. Welcome to the Movie Talk Podcast. I am your host, Rick. Yes, and we are back. Oh man, I've been gone. I know it's been some months. Last episode that I dropped was early March, and I've been gone. Sometimes when you creating content or, you have a vision for something, and if you feel like it's not coming out the way you might have thought it in your head, or sometimes, when you're creating something, and like I said, if you're creating something, you have a vision for something, you can overthink it. You know what I'm saying? So if you feel like it's not growing fast enough, or I don't know if I'm doing it the way that I'm envisioning it, you can get in your head. And that's what happened with this podcast. You know what I'm saying? I got in my head, I consider myself a movie head, like I said in previous pods, I still buy DVDs. I have every channel. I could watch whatever I want, but I still buy DVDs. I come from an era of blockbuster Hollywood video. You know what I'm saying? I come from the era of it being 3, 4 really good movies in the theater at one time. It's always something in the theaters. There's always something to go watch. You know what I'm saying? I come from that era. So when I go to the mall, or, I may go in Walmart, I'll never not go to the movie section and see if they have something that I don't have for my collection. You know what I'm saying? Even on my desk right now where I'm recording, I have a DVD. So like every week, what I'll do is every week or maybe 2 weeks, or really when I remember, I'll change the movie on my desk. So right now I have New Jersey Drive. After I record this podcast, I'll probably change it and put something else there. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm really a movie head. I watch movies all the time. I enjoy it. I got a 100-inch movie screen in my basement. You know what I'm saying? So like, I really, really like movies. And like I said, I took a break because I was getting in my head too much, and I started listening to other movie podcasts, and I was like, I'm not a critic, I'm not a, I don't want to talk about the cinematography. I don't want to talk about the acting, the scripts, and none of that. Like, I just want to talk about the movies in the way that I want to talk about them. And I didn't know if that will resonate with people. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of got in my head, and then I was thinking for the past couple of weeks, I'm like, yo, you know what, man? At the end of the day, you love movies. So you go on there and talk about movies the way you want to talk about movies. And the people that want to hear you is going to hear you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm no critic. I'm not here to critique. Hey man, I seen, in scene 4, he missed his cue. I'm not here. Oh, the lighting should have dropped back and he was too bright here. I'm not that. I just want to say, yo, y'all seen this movie? Oh man, this shit was funny. Such and such happened. Yo, my favorite part was such and such. Yo, such and such. Yo, they should make it like this, or this should happen, whatever. And I'm out of there. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to do. That's my personality. And I'm trying to build a community based upon that. So I want to interact with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my info is in the description. Hit me up. You got a movie you want me to see? Email it. Or hit me on, Instagram, Twitter. It's all the same handle. Yo, check this movie out, or review this movie. And if I'd seen the movie, next podcast, it'll be that movie. If I didn't see it, I'll watch it, and then I'll review it. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, Movie Talk Podcast is back. So tell a friend to tell a friend. Also, with that being said, Halloween was 2 days ago. Today was the 2nd. I was actually going to record this on Halloween. But I ended up, getting sidetracked with Halloween. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't record it on Halloween. Then I was going to record it the day after, but I ended up recording a podcast with my man. And then I'm here. So let's get into Halloween Ends. Out of all the, scary movies or horror movies, the Halloween franchise or the Halloween series or whatever you want to call it is my favorite. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big Michael Myers Halloween fan. I put them above Freddy's, the It's, the Jasons, the Chucky's, the Texas Chainsaws. You know what I'm saying? Although the Chainsaw Massacre from, I think it was '05. I think that's one of my wife's favorite movies. That one was probably my favorite one. You know what I'm saying? But back to the Halloween, being that Michael Myers, this was supposed to be the end. This is supposed to be the last Halloween. They're not making them no more. And I'm like, damn, man. Like, this was like the only one from that era, you know what I mean? From like back in the days that was still going. You know what I'm saying? They do make horror movies and shit, but it's not like a Halloween themed. You know what I mean? They just be horror movies. This was actually like a Halloween themed horror movie. And they had it. It's perfect to bring it out around Halloween, a Halloween horror movie. In my opinion, somebody should do this yearly, or at least every other year. You know what I'm saying? Every Halloween should be a Halloween movie. Like, you would eat. Why not? But I know it's easier said than done, But as far as Halloween Ends, it was a okay movie. It's not one of my favorites among the Halloween series. You know what I'm saying? It's not one of my favorites. It's something to watch, and if you're a fan of Halloweens, you're gonna watch it just for the sake of you watched all the other Halloweens. I think it could have been a lot better. You know what I'm saying? I think it could have been a lot better. A lot better. Michael Myers, I felt like they restrained him. I feel like they had him subdued a little bit. You know what I mean? I don't think he was full Mike Myers. He did have his moments where he got busy, but I think that for this to be the end all be all and they not making him no more, I think he should have been going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, they should have been going crazy, right? So the movie is set to basically 4 years after the last movie. You know what I'm saying? So it's supposed to be 4 years after that. And the way they introduced him in this movie, I thought initially, oh, he's about to go crazy. Because, spoiler alert, there was a kid who ended up bumping into him. Or there was a kid who ended up getting into a situation, and, he was left by some sort of sewage or storm drain or something like that. And then you just see the kid being dragged into there. So you instantly know what that's about. Off rip, when I first seen the movie and I seen that I took a mental note of that, because the way they shot it, it was so eerie, and that was a good scene. So I took a mental note of the storm drain when I first seen it in the movie, before anything even happened. So my thing though is, I feel like they should have showed Mike down there. If he's been there for the last 4 years, they should have shown him, you know what I'm saying, down there in his element. Like, down there just sitting, looking scary. You know what I'm saying? Looking like eating fucking rats and shit, surviving. They should have shown a couple of scenes of that. Like, him and his big ass knife fucking, you know what I mean, eating a rat, because you have to survive, nigga. How you eating? Right? They should have shown something like that for him to be going down there for 4 years. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there was moments to where it's like you thought it was about to be a new Michael Myers. There was moments of the movie where you thought someone else was going to take over the mask, and then we're going to continue that. So basically, I thought that, okay, this is what they mean by Halloween ends. It ends with this particular person, but this particular person is going to continue the legacy of Halloween. And after watching it, I'm like, damn, they was better off doing that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it should have been a lot more things centered around that fucking storm drain or sewage, whatever you want to call it. It should have been a lot more things centered around that. people should have got missing, and that should have been a more of a focal point of the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, it should have been like, yo, don't go over there because such and such went over there. Or it should have been missing people reports. Hey, have you seen such and such? You know what I mean? All that. It should have been that. You know what I mean? It should have been that. It should have been, don't go in that over there. Something ain't right over there. It should have been that, you know? And I just don't think that I don't think they utilized Mike, man. I don't think they utilized him like they should have, you know? They did, but they didn't, you know? It was mostly about another person in the movie, you know what I mean? And you would think that the mask would be carried on, but it wasn't. And I'm just like, okay, is this about this guy or this guy? You know, and like I said, I feel like being that this was supposed to be the last movie, I feel like he should have been terrorizing the town. He should have been terrorizing the town. Ridiculous. You know, like he should have been like a real Halloween night to remember. You know what I mean? Like, it should have been no holds barred, just all out craziness. You know what I'm saying? It just should have been that. But it was in certain aspects, but it wasn't. You know, and when you think of all the other Michael Myers movies, like, he used to get busy. You know, he used to get crazy. So I just feel like they kind of dropped the ball on that, you know. And sometimes I wonder, like, when these movies get made, it's like, okay, you got the script here, you got all these writers. So once y'all all put in the final script, nobody looks over this and be like, well, this doesn't give off going out with a bang. You know, like, how do certain things get approved? And I'm not saying that like it's the most horrible movie in the world, because I've seen way worse, but I'm just saying, like, how do certain scripts get passed through? You know what I mean? Like, was this a quick money grab, or, you know, like, I don't know, man. I just feel like they could have wrote a better script, and they could have carried and treated him like he was who he was. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mike Myers was really like a violent individual. And he had moments in this movie, but once you watch this movie, if you haven't seen it, you'll know that, oh, he ain't the same like how he was. I mean, maybe they was playing off the fact that he was older, or you know what, but it's just overall, I just feel like it's something to watch, just for the simple fact that I'm a fan of the Halloween, the whole Halloween trilogy, or, well, series. But, you know, when I double back to it, nah. You know what I'm saying? I have other Halloween movies that I double back to. This one is definitely not one of them, you know? But like I said, it's something to watch. And, you know, could have been better, man. Could have been much, much better. Like I said, me personally, I would have focused on the storm drain. And I would have, like, really had a lot of mystery behind that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would have been a lot of mystery behind what's going on over there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then I would have had him, you know what I mean? Like, how did he survive for these last 4 years? I would have showed some of that. They should have dedicated a few minutes to showing how he survives, how he moves, like, you know? So that would have been interesting. And I feel like the way they had the kid yelling at him and shit, that just doesn't make sense. Like, you know, nobody treats Mike Myers that way. Like, this dude is an apex ferocious human being. Like, he's not scared of anyone. He doesn't show emotion. He doesn't do anything. So for that to play out the way it did, I was like, they got Mike going out crazy. Then the way he went out is like, come on, man. It should have been way more than that, man. You know what I'm saying? It should have been more, man. It should have been more. I wanted more. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, I'm curious to see what happens next, man, because they don't make no Jason movies. They don't make no Freddy movies. They don't make, this is the last Halloween. There's no Chucky's. There's no It's. Like, what are they going to do? Where's the new horror? You know what I'm saying? Where's the new horror? Like, what's the new, like, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? Because Jason, Mike, Freddy, Chucky, like, they all had movies, you know, like a few movies. And it's like, damn, man, it's like they not making movies no more, man. Everybody want to be so in the house. Like, I love to go to the movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I created this podcast. Like, I come from an era where you go to the movies, watch a movie, Then you sneak into the next movie and watch that. Then you sneak into the next movie and watch that. You basically have damn near a whole day of sneaking into movies because it's 2, 3, sometimes even 4 movies in the theater at the same time, and you want to see all of them, and your mom wasn't giving you the money to go to watch 4 movies. So you had to do what you had to do. I come from that era. Nowadays, it's 1 movie every few months, if that. You know what I'm saying? And some of the movies, like, it's like, yo, I'll watch it, but I don't got to go to the theater to watch that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, I'll watch it here. I watch it at the crib. And I'm not even that type of person. I'm always movie first. Even if something comes out same day, like, if it's worth it, if I feel like it's worth it, I'm movie first type of person. You know what I'm saying? I'm a movie first type of person. So it's like, even if it come out same day, I'd rather go to the movies to get that experience. You know? And it's just like, come on, man. You know, like, come on, man, let's make some movies. Like, let's get people out and get them back into the movies. And if you're watching this and then you're one of those people that's like, nah, man, I don't care about the movies. I'd rather stay home. It's like, yo, man, you can't stay inside forever. You know, it's fun to go to the movies. It's fun to sit up, you know what I mean? Throw your little clothes on. Go to the concession stand, get you some snacks, something to drink, popcorn, whatever the case, kick back at the theater and watch you a good movie, man, and escape the normal for a couple of hours or hour and a half or whatever it may be. That's okay to do that. You know what I mean? For the simple fact that most people are trying to stay home, it's killing out the movie scene. You know? Let's get back to the movies, man. Like, for real, they not even producing no movies like that. And it's crazy because half the shit that they showing is like shit that I'm like, all right, I'll wait till that come out. And it don't even take long because 2 months after they in the movie theater, they on TV anyway. So I could wait. You know what I mean? I'm cool. Like, I like when I get excited about something. I like that. You know what I'm saying? I like that. So, like I said, man, this is the Movie Talk Podcast. I'm back in the building. Please, 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 please. My Instagram is at Rick_BHR, right? My email is the movietalkpod@gmail.com. Hit me up on either one of those. You know, Twitter, whatever, at Rick_BHR. Hit me up. If you got a movie you want me to talk about on this platform, hit me up. I'm trying to build my own community, and I'm trying to communicate with my Movie Talk listeners the way I talk. So we got our own dialogue on how we, you know what I'm saying, go about this. You know, and like I said, as I keep going and recording more and more, I'll add different things and I may switch up things and structure it more. But right now, I'm just coming in here to talk about some movies, what I like, what I don't like about it. You know what I mean? And keep it pushing. So I want to build my own community. You know, I've been sitting back for months. I've been watching. I've been listening to other movies, podcasts. I've been evaluating, and I really haven't seen none out there that's like have my type of point of view, because I'm a movie head and they are movie heads too. But, you know, like I said, they do their thing their way and I do mine my way. And, you know, hopefully mine to catch on and, you know, y'all can help me grow. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here. We back at it. So all I'm asking for is support, and that's free. You know what I'm saying? Go on to Apple iTunes and rate, comment, you know what I'm saying? Push me up in the algorithm so more people could see it. And you know, I definitely appreciate that. But like I said, man, it's the Movie Talk Pod. I am your host, Rick. Follow me on Instagram at Rick_BHR. We back in the building, man. We back. Let's get it.